Shiva se Panthana Santu, the channel introduced an incident which happened in the life of Guru Prasad Krishnamurti while he was staying in Woburn. Yeah. It was a clear case of attempt of murder by an outsider. Well, few people asked him to keep silent. Few even thought of converting a case into homicide and whatnot. Well, let us go in bit detail of the total incident. He used to stay in multi-family condo surrounded by a fence with 2 circular wings with 17 houses on each side. His residence was on the right side, 3rd number. There was an indoor tennis court. He wanted to move away, so he went for selling his house. And for that, he removed the CCTV camera installed in his own apartment. Obviously, you can't just show the faces of the prospective buyers. You have to remove it. It's a law. Afterwards, he didn't reinstall them. Obviously, they were planning to shift, and so they didn't reinstall. They didn't thought of something awkward will happen. On the day of the incident, the door from inside of their apartments were not properly locked. Now you may ask why. Normal query. Well, they have the 2 kids. At that time, they were quite small. The parents used to, totally busy in looking after them. So it's a normal mistake which happens. It happens. So nothing abnormal. But someone knew this thing very well, that the family is going to shift. They have removed the CCTV camera and didn't bother to reinstall it. So there was a close observer who knew everything, every detail. Now, the night of the incident came. The stranger, or you can say the attacker, enters with a long, specially designed sword. Both sides you can hurt, plus it was made in a way which can help in taking out the flesh, not only the blood. He started hitting. He was around 6 feet tall, covered. And the strange thing is, he was a bit shivering. His body language was not normal. As a professional, you can say, killer. When he ran away, well, the sword had blood and flesh and all those things. Obviously, he won't take them and go outside. So, he has to keep himself and the weapon in somebody's home. The conspirator who asked him to do this thing gave the required shelter. Now, how he yelled and went to the hospital? Well, somehow he opened the window and the neighbor could listen nicely, and he just came. The Indian neighbor, he came with his dog, and he was transferred to the ICU for the treatment. And what about the investigation? Well, all of us know very well that this kind of racial discrimination in different levels, well, the cases are normally stays in the document only. And if you try to search this case, well, till date, no information. Well, main media, obviously, they do not have the time to cover these things. and the local media, the state media, the portals, none were bothered about this incident. Now what about the organizations, Hindu organizations? Obviously, the conspirators knew very well that Indians are divided in the name of Varna, region, faith, customs, culture, and so on. So obviously, there won't be any unified voice which can force the authorities to take the necessary actions. Nothing was done. Nothing. Recently he got the news that obviously he just gave few names as suspect and all those. So they asked him, the authorities asked him to come back. He didn't. Obviously, what's the use, man? After so many years, if at all it was needed, that would have been done before. Why the real attackers and the conspirators were left? And they were locals. Why? How do this channel know? It's quite common, man. For example, you know your area very nicely and how the system works. The cops and so on and on and on. If you go to another place, only you will know that there's a police station, finish. How they really work and things like that, nothing doing. You won't know because it's totally strange area. Strangers are there. But here, everything happened as if it was a script of a film. The conspirators, it was an organized crime. It was an organized. So, what do you think? Why people have become so insensitive while raising the voice? Why?